And what advice would you kind of give to men in 2025?
Look after your health, because that'll give you more chance of succeeding, achieving your dreams. Dreams and ambitions. It doesn't mean sport. It doesn't mean it has to be sport. It can mean getting a house that you want. It can mean getting a house. It can mean paying your bills. If you're struggling now and you can't pay your bills, your ambition, short-term ambition, should be, how can I get myself into a position where I can afford the bills? If you're not healthy, if you're not thinking clearly, if you're not looking outside the box, you're not going to achieve that. You're going to stay in the same position. And the one thing I will say is, if you're unhappy, this is real life. If you are unhappy, you have to change what you're doing in your life now. Because if you carry on doing the same thing, you'll stay unhappy. If you're in a relationship that makes you unhappy, you need to get out of it. Because if that's making you unhappy, 6 months down the line, you're going to be even worse than what you are right now. If you're in a job that you can't stand, I'm not saying quit your job, I'm saying start looking for another job. Don't think, oh, this is the be all and end all, I can't do it. Listen, I'm the last person in the world that should have gone into boxing. Beat up at home, terrified at home, beat up at school, terrified at school, and I end up being a boxer and then, doing what I've done in the sport as a coach and manager. I'm the last person that you would expect to be able to work on TV and talk in front of cameras live on TV. I used to stutter when anyone put a microphone in front of me, or if I had to speak to somebody that was a stranger. If I got introduced, if it was me, somebody said, oh, this is Dave, this is so-and-so. I'd be like, and I start sweating because it was strange. I didn't know what to say. So I'm not speaking from somebody who's, oh, he's done this, well, what does he know? I'm speaking from somebody that started at the bottom. I'm speaking to somebody that's been absolutely skinned. And I, not know where money's going to come from to pay the bills. So I understand. So that's why I can speak about when people are struggling with bills. I can speak about where people are in a black hole. I put posts out of the day. I understand where, I wish everybody the best for Christmas, but I understand that for some people it's not a nice time. The year before I met my missus, I remember closing the curtains on Christmas Eve, going upstairs all down and depressed, and my Christmas dinner was a pizza from Goodfellas, pepperoni pizza on my own, sat there, and my head was in bits. So I've been there. I've got a perfect family now, but I've been there as an adult. So what I'm saying is, you have to change. If you're not happy in your circumstances, you have to change. In 2025, 2026, people wait for the new year. If you need a new year to kickstart you, great, just do it, but stick at it and be consistent. Because if your life's here and you want to get to there, it's not going to happen in course of January to March. But everybody falls off by March and they go back to their old ways. It's going to go over time. It might take you a year, it might take you 2 years away to get where you want to be. But write it down what you want to change with yourself this year and chase it and go for it. You've got one life. You've got one life.